Hi, Tulsa County. Ethan Hutchins here with the Tulsa County Board of County Commissioners for this month's edition of Commissioner's Corner, and I am honored to be joined with District 1 Commissioner Stan Sallee. Thanks for joining us today.
Absolutely. Glad to be here.
And let's talk about where we are. This is the Big Ten Historic Ballroom. How significant is this location?
Oh, it's the cornerstone of North Tulsa since the 1930s. This facility right here had some of the biggest acts in America come through here, and the turnaround of this building is remarkable, and I can't wait till we get into that.
Tulsa County has had a partnership in helping to revitalize this building. Why was that so important for us to be involved?
Well, we wanted to make sure Tulsa County, the Board of County Commissioners, and Tulsa County as a whole, that some of the ARPA dollars that we funded projects throughout the community were, transformational, long-lasting, and this fit the bill. This is a project that they were trying to did restore, but still needed some help in some areas, and it was just a great fit. It qualified, and to bring this place to long-term viability, our investment was an important part of it.
So we're lucky enough today to have the founder and executive director of this facility, Dr. Lester Shaw, here to speak with you about the history and about how this facility is being used now. So let's take a look at that conversation with the both of you.
Great. Happy to have here with us today Doc Shaw, the owner of the Big Ten Ballroom, the legendary, historic Big Ten Ballroom. And Doc, when I drove up today on North Apache, East Apache, I was just shocked of all the improvements that has happened around this facility.
Yeah, it's a labor of love.
Yeah.
Really, it's like the gift that just keeps on giving. When we decided to restore this legendary building, we had no idea all the history that went into the building before we even took over. And so it's just amazing opportunity for us to do this for the community.
I was first here about a year ago on a Leadership Oklahoma event that they had, a reception, and never really had heard of Big Ten Ballroom, and been a Tulsa County resident my whole life, and thought, what is this place? And it wasn't until you got up on the stage and told the story about this facility that just sent chills down my spine of just all of the historic artists that have came to this in the 30s and 40s and 50s. Would you go into a little bit about this facility?
Well, it started really on Greenwood. There was the Big Ten Recreation Parlor, and so some men got together and said, "Hey, we need a dance hall." Apache was the end of Tulsa, and so they decided that, hey, we need to build a place big enough where people can come out and enjoy themselves and make some things happen. And so 10 men got together, each put in $10,000. And so basically that's where the name Big Ten came from. This is the stage where a lot of them perform. We extended it out a little bit. It was a little smaller. This is the only place amongst other places that African-American musicians could come and perform on what was known then as the Chitlin Circuit.
Yeah.
And so this was a major music venue with Ella Fitzgerald, Count Basie, Ray Charles, Ike and Tina Turner, the Original Temptations, Jackie Wilson, B.B. King.
Wow.
They all perform here. And so our organization, A Pocket Full of Hope, we help youth develop life skills using music, theater, dance, videography, and photography. So it's sort of blended in with the mission that we have to serve these young people. So, we know that it's hard to empower young people without a historic perspective. And so this gave us an opportunity to have that perspective and give them something to aspire to.
Well, and that's one thing that struck me, and when we visited, you told me the story of restoration of this facility and economic development, historical preservation, all of those things were what touched the ARPA committee made up of county officials that we asked, what do you need here? What are some of your deficiencies that would qualify for ARPA funding? And the roof was one of those to do a repair, but we were able to replace the whole roof, which I think was a surprise to you, but making a repair is one thing, but when the rest of the roof isn't any good, you're just swapping dollars. So the Board of County Commissioners, the ARPA committee, just loved this project, thought it was, an economic developer, a historical relevance of what you've done to bring it out of, trees growing in the middle of this facility to,
Right.
Having community partners come in and help rebuild this. What'd that investment mean to you?
Oh, it meant the world to me. I think I had a little tear when you said they can do that. I mean, we bought the building in '07, so it took us 15 years to get it to where it is now. It took us. We cut the ribbon in 2023, and so 15 years from '07 was major. I didn't know it was going to take that long, but when you are basically starting from scratch, and when you have limited funds, and then trying to figure it all out in terms of, contractors and plumbers, and it was a lot.
It is a lot, and I reached out to my good friend Councilman Joe Deere with the Cherokee Nation, and they invested or supported multiple things, and parking and other things, I believe, and we're all in, and just we're tickled that the county, very pleased that the county supported this project. Doc, thank you so much, and look at the website and bring your events here. It's a great facility, and you'll be pleasantly surprised when you come here. So thank you so much, and I appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you for having me.
Can you talk about the commitment to making sure that we're trying to look at roads and bridges that need to get improved around your district?
Absolutely. We've made a lot of headway in getting some roads addressed. A lot of it through our partnerships with the Cherokee Nation, interlocal agreements with municipalities, and as important, the budget board has increased our funding on our transportation, which has made a great significance in our road projects. Interlocal agreements are very important, and grants are important as well. In the Turley area, in the last 3 years, I believe we've been successful on several grants, CDBG grants, REAP grants, and those are just perfect for those areas. And we spread those out through the county. But one we currently are underway right now. $250,000 grant. Their portion of the grant portion is $150,000, so we take care. But it makes a big difference, and it gets to areas that are economically depressed in some areas, and that's what qualifies. So we take advantage of that to make sure we touch all those areas. Right currently, though, we're doing a reclamation of North Yale for 2 miles from 106th Street North to 86th Street. So that's undergoing right now, and then we'll be announcing soon on Broken Arrow on 51st Street between Lynn Lane and County Line Road. We've got a mile section there with a roundabout that we should be letting out that bid in January, and it's a long-awaited project, something that it's a road expansion to a 4-lane road. So the school districts, the community, they're going to be very pleased to see that road project begin. Construction's always painful, but it's going to be well worth it, and glad it will be on construction next year.
This year, you've been really busy with town halls, trying to speak to citizens across your district. How successful have those been?
Very successful, and very appreciated by the public, and we thank them for attending those. Just held one in Collinsville, then recently that was a Silver Dollar Cafe, so successful, great food, and then we went to Skytook at the Brown Cow Cafe, and then we're looking at going to Broken Arrow. We've already been to Broken Arrow and Tulsa, several locations in Tulsa, and we just want to keep that activity going. The sheriff, the assessor, the sheriff, the treasurer, and the county clerk attend that with me, and it's really a plethora of information that we give to the public, from Board of County Commissioners to the sheriff. So not everybody wants to know just about road and bridges. There's a lot with the treasurer and the county clerk and the sheriff is a very popular discussion among the table.
You know, one thing I've noticed being at some of those town halls is that the folks that do show up, they have great questions, and they are invested and they are interested in what's going on, not just in your district, but countywide. So we can see more of those happening next year.
Absolutely. We're going to continue those and try to do at least one every month and kind of switch it around to different locations. We've had one here in North Tulsa not too long ago. In this room right here, and it was a great turnout. A lot of good questions, but we need to hear from the constituents. It drives where we spend our funding at times. We hear those issues that they have, but we also inform them some of our programs and projects that they weren't aware of. So it works both ways.
So Tulsa County is very unique that we are the only county in Oklahoma that has a park system, and you're very fortunate to have O'Brien Park in your district. So there's a project going on there because of some funds that we got from the 2019 flood that greatly impacted O'Brien Park. Can you talk about what's going on right now at O'Brien Park to really improve the facilities?
Absolutely. The 2019 flood pretty much devastated all of our baseball fields. The two fourplexes we were able to salvage and had to rebuild them, but the natural turf, we brought in new turf and made it work, hired a company to really rebuild them. Yep. And so they're in great shape. There are 8 fields there, but the other 2 fields, the Legion fields, are the historic baseball fields that most of the players that have from the Tulsa region that have made it to the big leagues, they came through O'Brien Park. There's been numerous state tournaments held there. It's just had a deep, deep history of baseball. Mm-hmm. And so it's something that I wanted to really make an impact there and how we rebuild that. And then ARPA hit us soon after, and there were funds allocated for outdoor facilities, and we took advantage of that. Met with the city of Owasso and others just to make sure we're not duplicating things that aren't needed. And so we were strategic in what we were doing here, but we are rebuilding those fields, elevated them out of the flood zone, astroturf the infields, shade structures, reduced the grandstand and did more shade structure because everybody brings their chairs to these games and sit wherever they want. But just a tremendous amount of interest through statewide, nationally, of these turfed fields, because these tournaments that come in, they want to get these tournaments completed. And so with AstroTurf, these fields drain off just within minutes, and they can proceed with their game. But it's going to be a great economic development. Talk to the mayor of Tulsa, Owasso. They're excited about the type of baseball that we're going to be able to bring here.
Well, this has been a great conversation. Is there anything that we've missed that maybe you want to bring up that's going on across the county and also here in District 1?
Well, we have a lot going on in the county. We're utilizing $28 million in ARPA funding to repair some of the deficiencies at the courthouse. You know, elevators, brick, marble, things that life safety issues that were brought to our attention when we did an assessment. And then the election board over on 11th Street, or off of 11th Street, north of East Central High School. It is underway right now under construction. That's going to be the home of the Tulsa County Election Board. It's going to be safer, more secure elections, going to be able to handle more people through there, and that's something that the county has looked at doing for 15 plus years of outgrowing their current facility, and the ARPA fund allowed us to buy a property and then be able to remodel a little bit of it. Mm-hmm. It's set up to very few rooms have to be remodeled. So it's a good fit for the county. It's going to be great.
Well, I appreciate you meeting us here today in this very historic room, and just thank you very much for being here this morning.
Thank you, Ethan. Appreciate it. Yeah.